Hello everybody and welcome to another Diabetic Wednesday. You know, that doesn't even sound good. Do you guys have any ideas for what I should call these days? Because I always film a video every other Wednesday about diabetes. I don't know, maybe we'll just stay how we've been doing it. Today I'm going to talk about something that I sadly feel qualified to talk about because I have to deal with it constantly. Diabetes and periods. And if you don't know what I mean by periods, I mean menstruation. So if you're a guy and you're squeamish, you just don't even want to know about this stuff, just go watch my alcohol diabetes video. I'm going to put that down below, and I'm also going to put a link to, which video should I do? My top 10 bad diabetes habits, so if you want to watch that. And if you already have, make sure you give them a thumbs up. This is something that every woman has to deal with. And I'm not going to just talk about how to deal with periods, because if you want to know how to deal with periods in general, I think there are other videos for that, but I'm here to talk about specifically how diabetes affects your body when you're going through that disgusting, horrible, womanly time. Alright, so hormones in general are really going to affect your blood sugar no matter what. So when you're about to have your period or you're on your period, you're going to have even more hormones that are just like attacking your body and affecting your blood sugars, because what affects blood sugars? Hormones. So how is this fair? It's just not. You just have to deal with that. It's just not fair. It's never going to be fair, and it really sucks. But here are some things that I've learned. If you feel like your blood sugars are particularly higher or lower during the time of your period, if you have a pump, also, you can set a specific setting that's like period setting, and during that time you will receive a different basal rate. You might even have a different insulin to carb ratio. And if you don't have a pump, just talk to your doctor and say, you know what, I need like for this week of every month, or if you know that your periods are regular and you know like when it's going to happen, or just whenever it happens. You want to have specific calculations just for that time. And this is really helpful because I know for me, I can't even predict what's going to happen with my sugars. Some months it's like I am just constantly low for like the week before or the week of, and I'm not really sure why that happens. And sometimes my sugars are really high for the week before or the week of or the week after. It's just kind of the way my hormones are just going through my body in that month, and I can't control it and I can't really understand it or predict it. But I know for me, it's gonna be one drastic change or the other. One thought that I've definitely had as a girl who has type 1 diabetes and who has a period is that I think, oh my god, I have to see my blood like 5 times a day anyways, but I prick my fingers like, why does blood need to come out of other places? For all the blood that we have to bleed every month just from checking our blood sugars, can't that just make up for like having a period and we can just not have a period? There's got to be some sort of deal we can make, right? I mean, we already have diabetes. Why do we have to deal with something else like this? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Another thing that can be kind of problematic is appetite, because like I was saying, either I'll be really low or be really high, and I also will be either really hungry or I just won't have an appetite for a while. So that can also affect my blood sugars, because I'm either just like not eating as much as I normally eat, and that can coincide with having low or high blood sugars. And I can also just be eating like a lot, especially things that I'm craving before, like typical female things like chocolate and stuff like that. And then I'll have high blood sugars, or I'll still have low blood sugars even though I'm eating a lot of chocolate, or there are just so many different combinations of all of that stuff, and it's like, I gotta deal with this monthly. I'm just here to say that I understand how you're feeling. I understand your frustrations, and I understand that feeling of like, oh my god, how many things have to happen to my body in like 1 month? Like, how many things do I have to deal with that other people don't have to deal with? And yeah, because I'm just gonna go ahead and say every girl has a period. Every girl has to suffer every month. But not every girl has diabetes and has to deal with it. So it's like, no, it's not so whiny. Just needless to say, I'm always very grumpy, and that can have to do with my hormones or high blood sugar. I can be very sensitive. Hormones, high blood sugar, both. I don't know. There are just so many other factors when you are a diabetic when it comes to having your period, or dealing with sicknesses, or dealing with an injury, dealing with a surgery, like anything. It's just going to affect your blood sugars, and you're going to have to think so much more about it than the average person. You're just gonna have to be constantly aware of what's going on with your body. Another thing that my period can affect are my sleeping habits, and that can also affect my blood sugars. So we should just do one of those like things that you do in math where you just list all the different possibilities, and if anyone wants to come up with something like that of their like own personal chart and just like do like the math for how many outcomes that could possibly happen. Like, are you gonna have really high hormones, bad sleeping, really high appetite, but low blood sugars? You know, it can honestly be anything. And if your body is more regulated than that and you just absolutely know what you're gonna be dealing with, and you're like, oh, I always know that I need 0.10% more like increased basal rate or whatever on my pump during that time, and it's always like that, that is so cool. I can't wait until I reach that point, if I ever reach that point. If you guys want to complain and talk about period horror stories, or just complain in general about having diabetes and also having a period, put it below, because I will gladly read it and I will gladly give you my sympathy, my empathy actually, and just send you virtual hugs, because no one should have to deal with this. I do not care that I'm complaining right now. And yeah, there are worse things in the world that can happen, and I know that there are bad things happening every day, but gosh darn it. I'm not good about being like angry. So I'm like, gosh darn it, I have to have a period. But also remember that if you're having a period, it means that your body is functioning well, and you could probably have a kid someday, and that's kind of cool. But I know in the moment you're not thinking that. You're just like, Mother Nature, I want to strangle you slowly. Okay, so that was this week's video. Next week I'm going to have another video up on Wednesday as usual. So I love you guys. Please like this video with a thumbs up if you liked it. And please subscribe if you aren't already, because subscriptions and likes mean so much to me. Like, you don't even know how important they are to me, especially at this point in the game when I'm really feeling like my channel could become something, and I'm kind of like, wow, every subscription is really makes me so happy. So if you want to subscribe, that'd be pretty cool. See you guys next week, and all my information is going to be down below, and I love you.